Alright, what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to get on here, talk a little football since we're getting closer and closer. And you know what not only great about starting college football is I get to see my team play and get to root them on again, but I get to watch all about the U's videos. And that guy puts on a damn show, and it's glorious to watch. And you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping Miami goes 0-12 just to see the chaos that ensues on that channel, because that will be awesome. Like, that to me, like, I worry for Scott's health if that happens. Like, I'll probably be the guy that makes sure he doesn't completely overdo it. But yeah, I just can't wait for college football to start up again. I think Oregon's gonna have a really great year. I think Oregon's in a spot, for me personally, is I don't have to have high expectations. I can have high hopes for my team. There's no expectations this year for this Oregon team. You know, this is the year Mark proves how good of a coach he really is. Breaking in a new QB, replacing your best player you've ever had at a program, and having to go from there. And this is where he proves his salt and what he's worth. He got a new contract. Now go out and earn it, Mark. And I have faith you're going to. I hope you do. I really hope you do, man. I'm rooting for you. I am a firm believer in Mark Helfrich. A firm believer. Scott Frost, you got some improvements to make, buddy. You really do. Don Pelham, I like your defense. I really do. I love your defense. I think your defense is pretty damn good. You know, you had a bad game again in the national championship game, but ran up against Urban Meyer. Dude's been there before. It was your first year. You'll learn from it, buddy. But yeah, man, it's weird to go into a season and be playing with house money. Because if Oregon goes out and goes 11-1 or 12-0, that's a surprise. Because we're replacing Marcus Mariota. And a lot of people aren't expecting us to be that good. Now, if we go, 10-2 or 9-3, that's more along the lines of what some people are thinking. And by people, I mean fans of other teams. We're predicted pretty high in polls, shockingly to me. I've seen us, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 range. I've seen us top 10. I think I've seen us as low as 10. I think Phil Steele had us at 11, which I feel, is a fair rate, losing a Heisman Trophy quarterback. Yeah. This season could be, 9-3. This season could be 12-0. Personally, it could go either or. And that's what I'm just kind of getting ready for, is I don't want to have high expectations. I just want to have high hopes. And my main goal is just go out and win your conference. That's all you can ask of a team, is win your conference and see where the chips fall. If you go out and win your conference and that gets you to the Rose Bowl, not a playoff game this year, so what? You go back to the Rose Bowl, maybe you win the Granddaddy again, and you're back-to-back, not only back-to-back conference champions, you're back-to-back Rose Bowl champs. And that's something that would be nice to say at Oregon. I mean, we've never been able to say that we're back-to-back Rose Bowl champions, so that'd be awesome to be able to say that. Or if you win the conference and you end up going to a playoff game, you make the Final Four, that's icing on the fucking cake. And as fans, we can't really be upset then what happens in that game. If we go back to the Natty, then so be it. If we end up getting beat in that playoff game, so be it. Our team played a great year. It is what it is. And that's how I'm looking at it right now. Just go out, win your conference, see what happens. And honestly, there's not a team in the Pac-12 that terrifies me. I'm looking at the Michigan State game as, if we drop that game, second week of the season, yet we go out and go undefeated in our conference, we're going to be right there. We're going to be right there for that playoff spot. We'll go to the Rose Bowl, or we'll go to a playoff spot with one loss. Michigan State was, if they hadn't lost to Ohio State, they might have been the team that played Alabama. They lost to us week 2. They didn't have a bad year, except they got beat by Ohio State. Who knows what would have happened if they had beaten Ohio State? Who knows? Maybe we'd be national champions. Maybe they'd be national champions. Who knows what would have happened? So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm just super excited to get things rolling, because I'm telling you, Unless you know who Vernon Adams is, you don't think he can transfer skills over from Eastern Washington to Oregon. And I trust you. Trust me. He can. Trust me. Best believe. This kid has the it factor. Now, Marcus had the it factor and then some, but he would just give you 3 taps on the chest and praise and then head off to the sideline. This kid will tell you how much better he is than you after he shows it to you on the field. He'll hoot, holler, get excited. He'll fist bump referees. He'll do it all. This kid is a firecracker, and I cannot wait for him to roast some motherfuckers out there. I cannot wait for him to just destroy some defenses, primarily Washington and Oregon State, the 2 scums of the Pac-12. I cannot wait for that day to come. But as always, guys, go Ducks. Enjoy the rest of your offseason. It's getting closer.